Okay, hi again to all my family, my friends, my colleague, and everyone around the world. I'm very pleased to come again online to interact, to share some a few thoughts with you guys. I would like to thank you all for all your reviews, your comment, and for watching all my videos. Please, I encourage you to continue to do that because there is a lot of valuable information that you guys can receive from those videos. Today, we are continuing on our topic that we have started it last time, which is a personal identity. We spoke a little bit about personal identity in terms of social and cultural. We will continue the same along the same line. As I said last time, that I am an introvert most of the time, not an extrovert, but a little bit. This means that I get my motivation, my energy from within through meditation, through speaking to myself, through reading, listening to motivational videos. I'm also a friendly person, like I said last time. I'm very friendly. So again, I am also agreeable person. That means I am likable and approachable and cooperative. I'm a person who is, I get along with everybody, no matter what. And I smile a lot. I have that kind of personality that is likable. It could be described as gullible, but it is just a personality. I'm not a person who is always grumpy, angry, upset, but I am a person who is cooperative. I cooperate with people wherever I am in a teamwork, unless there is something that I can see that can provoke my anger. I can get upset. No one can that doesn't get upset, but most of the time I am, I contain myself. Even when I am angry, I use diplomacy, I use patience, I use self-control to control my anger and frustration, which is, most of the time people can take advantage of you if you're a person who is always friendly, just to see you upset. So I am agreeable, approachable, and cooperative with other that's in school, for example, in workplace, in my family life, social life in general. I am also open person, and I am open to new ideas. I am and for exploration and new experience, which means I test new experience, new ideas, and this is an attitude of intelligence, because there is no such thing as absolute. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So I am open to new ideas, to see whether they are aligned with my values and beliefs and principle, and then if they are not, and then I can leave them where they are or disagree with them. If they are, I can agree with you, or with new ideas, new experience. Yes. I am also conscientiousness. This is a degree to how I am organized, reliable, and a law-abiding citizen. This is not many people. but I am a person who is organized. If you walk into my room, go to my house, I always like tidy place. Workplace also, I like to a cleaned and very tidy place, because sometimes not everybody is tidy. But I am a person who is organized, reliable. You can actually, people can trust me as long as you are honest with me. You can actually trust me with anything that is placed in my care and my responsibility. I am a law-abiding citizen. This is yes, I am a person who is trying always to follow the rules wherever they are, especially being in a Western culture, Western country. You know, people here, we have democracy and we have the rule of law, and not everyone follows the rules, and sometimes the rules and the laws can be impractical, but most of the time it is better for you to follow the rules because it is safer and better. And yeah, especially when you are a migrant and a refugee, you know, you don't want to get yourself into trouble. So that's who I am. You know, people think that it's is cowardness. I think it is underdog. But yes, because if you have goals and vision that you're pursuing, you try to be careful with the laws, not to play with them. Okay, there is a test that I have taken also, and the test revealed that I am an analyst. Okay, I will just run through what is an analyst is. So an analyst is typically someone who is cool, calm, and calculative. I have found out to be true. That's who I am. I am very calm, very quiet, not violent, and calculative. Yes, I calculate things, especially every decision. I have to be careful. I have to take time. I have to gather all the relevant information and weigh the pros and cons, advantage and disadvantage before I make the decision. You know, so I am very calculative. When it comes to decision making. So the result says that the analysts, they are often known for their fortitude and emotional strength. So situation in which most people would crack often, you know, um, they they will not worry, or they will not be concerned very much, because they take time, they take together their thoughts, together all the informations that are relevant before, they can react to the situation. And other analysts also, the result says, generally deal with pressure exceptionally well. Their stoicism may be interpreted as aloofness, but when a rational and cool head is required, analysts are head and shoulder above the rest. So this is, I didn't know about an analyst before, but I now have an idea. So that analysts, that's who I am. Sometimes I can be reserved. Things may be happening around me, but I am calm. I take time. I don't panic. I don't get worried a lot. So this is described. It can be described as aloofness, or maybe distancing myself from situation, but that's not it is. It is just being confident and being sure of of who you are, you know. And like I said, I don't react quickly into the events, but I take time. I take time to gather relevant information before I make. So that's what an analyst is. Without extreme emotion clouding their perspective or judgment, making tough decisions when it counts is the most is the type specialist. So an analyst do not move by emotions most of the time, but they make tough decisions. But I totally disagree with that. I can say that that is not correct when it comes to me. Sometimes I can be emotional, and sometimes I make decisions based on emotional as well. An analyst tackle every task they take carefully and methodically. They are often exceptional devil's advocates because they do not take information at face value. So, like I said, and that's who I am. I don't react to events or to circumstances immediately, but I take time. I be careful. I am methodological. I think that is accurate description of who I am there. And to gather the relevant information before I make my decision. They are not afraid to question the validity of an idea and to analyze with a critical eye and put it to the test. So we have analysts, they don't take information at face value, but they have to search, they have to investigate, they have to test and try the facts and facts and figures before they make the final decision. So they are very critically, they apply critical thinking into decision making. Quality control and critical thinking are an analyst's area of expertise, as well as brainstorming and creativity and problem solving. That is absolutely correct when it comes to that, to my personality. So, continuing, an analyst would rather rely on tried and true methods than take a chance on the unconventional. So, analysts, they try on experience, hand-on experience, rather than unconventional. That is, they do not just take unconventional ways or unusual ways of doing things. Analysts are reasonably easy to get along with, but this is highly dependent on who they are. They have to get along with. So, analysts, like I said before, that I am open. I am agreeable person. So that means I am cooperative. I go along easy with the crowd, but at the same time, I take caution and I take carefulness. Analysts tend to be set in their ways and may not get along with people who think too far out of the box. Sometimes people are very sometimes people can be sophisticated. So that is what it means outside of the box. I can say that I am very straightforward. I am not a sophisticated person. So that is exactly who I am. So, people who think too far out of the box, they're the people who are sophisticated. They are very complicated. That's who I am. I'm very straightforward. I am a simple person. If they cannot work alone, they will prefer to be teamed up with people who are equally conscientious and who possess a strong work ethic. Yes, a strong work ethic, I believe very much on a strong work ethic because I'm a person who value good moral values and ethical practices. In everything I do, I apply good moral values and ethical practices in my personal life, in my professional life, and in general. So I think this is resonate very much with me of who I am. Analysts tend to uphold laziness, procrastination, and disorganization. Absolutely. Sometimes I don't like laziness. I'm a very active person. I'm energetic. I like to be seen busy all the time, and not idle, doing nothing. I do not like procrastination also. I do not like to put things on hold, but I like things being done promptly, immediately without delay. I do not like disorganization. I already talked about that. I am a very organized and detailed person. So I am very tidy. I like my life to be organized and to be tidy, in my house, in my workplace, in my school, everywhere. I plan ahead, before things, in everything that I do, even in my church life as well. So, which is in brief, I am an analyst. So if you wanted to find out more about what an analyst is, go and search about it, and you could be you could be an analyst as well without knowing. So this is who you are, and if you are, then you we are a team. We have something in common. Okay, I'm just going to go into interests and hobbies, who I am. We're talking about personal identity. What are my interests and my hobbies? Okay, my interests and hobbies. First, let's define what interests and hobbies are. Interests and hobbies are the things that people do, activities that people engage in or they like doing. For example, people like sport, people like dancing, people like singing, like people reading, writing, fitness, people like playing guitars, bed watching, walking, running. All these things are interests and hobbies. Yeah, some people like animals. Yes, all these are interests. People like going to the cinema, watching movies. Yes. Going to the park. All these are interests. So what are my interests and my hobbies? Me, I like studying. I like doing academic research and development. So this is something that I have found to be interesting. When I discover new things, it excites me. It's give me fulfillment. So even when I'm studying officially, I study personally. I read books. I like to research about things and find out about things. So that is my area of interest, is studying and doing academic research and development, because some people could benefit from what I am studying and what I'm researching. I also like reading, studying, and teaching the Bible and going to church on Sundays and other Christian events and activities. So I'm a very devoted and a committed Christian. So I like to read the Bible and I like to study it. So, and I also like to teach it. So it is something that very interesting. I find it it is fulfilling, and I get inspiration, I get revelation, and I get knowledge and wisdom from it, and I pass and I share the same knowledge and wisdom with others. So that is my interest and hobby. I like to read and write books, so it's something that I have cultivated, writing books accidentally. I have become a writer, and thank God I am getting very good at it, So, and it got even better when I got into university. So it has increased my talent, my ability, my skills of writing. And yeah, yeah. So I like I like to read and write all kind of books for inspiration, education, and personal development. So if you have come across all my videos, these are books that I have put into videos, and in the future they could come out, and you could get a hold of some of them. I also have an interest in sport. I like watching all kind of sport competition, both local and international. I used to play soccer. I'm very passionate about soccer, but as I get older, I haven't got any time to play soccer. But I like watch soccer. I like to watch soccer. I like to watch basketball and tennis and rugby and wrestling. Why I'm saying all these things, I want you to inspire you and encourage you to know about your personality and your personal identity. You could be living without knowing what your interests and your hobbies are. It is a time to embark on discovering your hobbies and your interests. When you know them, people will know what kind of person they're dealing with, and the analysts before that we talk about. You could be a different person. It doesn't have to be an analyst, but without researching, discovering who you are, you could never know. There are websites that can do some personal tests, that you could go to, and they can reveal who you are. So please go and do it. You will find out that it is very interesting and a wonderful thing to do. I also like listening and watching music videos and entertainment and motivational videos. Yes, I like music. I listen to the music, audio and video. I also like watching and listening to entertainment and motivational videos, because it's something that I have to cultivate it. Some people, motivational speakers, they are very inspiring people, and they are very successful people, and they have put all these things in video and audio messages in online. They are available online, so you could actually get educated and get inspired about how these people, successful people, rich and wealthy people, and influential people, even some politicians who have done great things, they have very interesting and very inspiring speeches. You could actually listen to them and learn something valuable. That's what I have done with my life, because learning, it is not only in classroom, it can also happen in many ways. People learn online nowadays through videos, and through books, and through experience, and through people. By socializing, you could learn from, apart from the learning that we receive from our family, parents, and other people. So you could learn a great deal by listening and watching inspiring and motivational videos by successful men and women who have done greatly in life in various fields. Could be in politics, could be in sport, could be in business, it could be in film and movies, it could be in academics, yes, it could be in arts, yes, in many fields. Whatever way you're interested in, you could find a person that can inspire you, that can influence you, that you can listen to and learn something that will benefit you in your life. Okay, I also like watching movies, whether in TV or on cinema, documentaries, and going to the cinema. So I'm a person who like watching documentaries because I like watching, especially history. I like to watch and learn about history, things that have happened in the past, so I can reflect, and see whether they resonate with me, you know, and how they relate to me. Just to gather information, general information is very important. So I learn a great deals of information from watching movies, documentaries, yes, and stories. It's either on big screen or on TV or online. So this is my area of interest. I like traveling, exploring interesting and beautiful places, and meeting new people. This is my area of interest as well. You could be different. So I like traveling. Whenever I get an opportunity, I go to a new place and explore. It's something that I have found very interesting and exciting. I like doing fitness exercises and training for physical and mental strength and fitness. So I like doing fitness exercises. It's something that I have found. It energizes me. It strengthens me and it motivates me when I do some fitness activity, whether in the gym or in the house. It doesn't matter. It's very good because there is a saying that a healthy mind is in a healthy body. When your body is healthy, your mind will become healthy too. So yes, your thoughts will become clear. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to share this, but all right. Career profile. So I have undertaken a test to see what are the areas that I can be employed in. As I said, that I have cultivated an interest in writing and a hobby in writing. So I am basically an author and a writer. It's something that it hasn't been seasoned yet, but it is underdeveloped. So, but I'm going to refine and to get better at it. And also, you can't be an author and a writer without an editing. So I can be an editor as well. I edit my books, my journal. I have a degree in accounting, so I can be employed as an accountant. I can be employed as a CEO or a general manager because I am due to complete my master's degree in business administration management. So that is area of interest as well, a CEO or general manager in the making. I can be employed as a business consultant, because the master of business administration, I'm majoring in management, so that is the same field. I can be employed as a business consultant to give advice into businesses and how they can operate and manage business successfully. I can be an entrepreneur. In fact, I have actually initiated and established several businesses. My first business was cleaning business back in 2010. Again, I have established another business that is bookshop, which is I have started that. It gone well until suddenly went into a hole and I closed the business. But I had a fascinating and invaluable experience from operating these businesses. Recently, I have also established a construction business, formwork. Yeah, so I have an entrepreneur spirit, ideas, and personality. Having studied accounting and now business administration, it has given me the knowledge, the expertise, the experience to establish and operate a business. So, and I have that kind of entrepreneur mentality. I can establish and operate and maintain a business successfully. It's just as long as I have the necessary resources and the kind of support that I needed. Marketing manager, it's an area that actually I have found very interesting because I am very keen in marketing. Marketing basically is to advertise, and I have been doing a lot of campaigns. So I found, if a business employ me as a marketing manager, I believe I can attract many customers into the business because I have that knowledge and have that expertise. I also can be employed as interpreter because I could speak three languages. Basically I can speak Dinka, Arabic, and English. So that is a plus. That's an advantage there. Having the privilege of speaking three languages gave me the incentive to be employed as a translator or an interpreter. So that it can be in a business, in NGO especially, non-profit organization, churches. It can be beneficial. I can be a teacher. Teacher is something that I had an experience in the church, in Christ Embassy in Hillsong. So I have learned a great deal of church operation. So, and like I said before, I have an interest in reading and studying the Bible. I did a few courses, Bible courses. So they have given me, the confidence and the skills and the knowledge to transfer and the same knowledge and wisdom to others. Coupled with my academic qualification, I think they have gave me the incentive and the advantage to be a teacher. I don't know how it goes well. I know to be a teacher you have to study education, but sometimes there is an exception. But this is, I know that I can teach in the church environment very well. I don't know how it can go very well, in schools or universities. But I believe, if you have a master degree, you could actually teach in your area of interest, the field of your study. So I could teach actually humanitarian service officer. It's something that I believe I can be a humanitarian officer, service officer. Why? Because I'm a person who is compassionate. I'm a person who is kind. I'm a person who loves peace. So I have made a lot of videos advocating for peace. So this gives me the personality, the values that I believe in humanity. I believe in humanity. I believe in helping people. I believe in compassion. So I think having that attribute, having those qualities, personal qualities, give me the incentive and the advantage to be employed as a humanitarian service officer. I don't know what qualifications are required in that field, but I believe I can do um, very well in that field, and taking care of people, especially in working for NGO and non-profit organization. I can be a community and social service manager or officer. I have had experience working with the community, South Sudanese community especially. Of course, as I said, I work in the church. So I had experience in that. It is in my CV. And I did greatly well. So we have done a lot of project, great, wonderful projects, including workshop and cultural events. So we have organized those things, and they were very successful. And I believe, I can be employed in the community and social services development. Basically, community development. I know there is a study. People who have studies community, social, and social service, but having worked and had experience working for the community, I think work very well and can give me an advantage. I'm just saying, you never know. And the last thing, of course, I can use my ability to do some general laboring. This is it's something that everyone without qualification, without knowledge, without you can do. That is, I can work as laboring, and that's where I've been mainly working. Doing some general work in construction, warehousing. Yeah, so that's a career profile. This career that actually relevant to my qualification, my skills, my experience, my talents and gifts, my knowledge, and my personal attributes. Okay, I think that was that was it. I think that's come to conclude